Welcome to Rogers Technologies. So here, if you run the program, if you wrongly enter any number by the end user, it gives an error. Gives an error. The application will not run. For that particular purpose, we need to learn the concept called exception handling. So there are different types of errors was there. There are different types of errors are there. What are the errors? Sorry. What are the errors? First type of error is compile time error. Compile time error. Second type of error is logical error. And third type of error is dynamic error or runtime error. Runtime error. Okay. So compile time error means if you miss any semicolon or any syntactical error in your program, syntactical error, syntactical error, that means syntax error. Okay. So if you write, then automatically program will not work. So that means the compiler or interpreter will take care about this type of errors. This type of errors will be taken care by the compilers or interpreters in the programming languages. Logical error means, so logically it was wrong. For example, I want to perform A plus B, but in program I put minus instead of plus, then it is logical error. So the entire program is correct only, but logic was missed. So this is entirely the programmer's fault. They have to check about logical errors. But runtime errors are nothing but at the time of runtime. That means we are executing the program. Whenever we are executing the program, we will get an error. So that was unforeseen error. So that is not a compile time error or not a logical error. So it will be occurred based on the input given by the user. So what we seen in the sum of two numbers window. So like this, there are so many errors will be there in Python, like input error. Okay, input error, what we seen now, input error, arithmetic error, divide by zero error, file error. There are lots of errors was there. These all errors can be handled by using the concept called exception handling. Okay, the concept called exception handling. Exception handling. So exception handling is a mechanism. It is a mechanism. I will write it is a mechanism. Sorry, it is a mechanism. It is a mechanism to handle runtime errors. Handle runtime errors. What should we do? So we need to put all the statements under try block. Under the try block, we can put set of statements. Okay, first set of statements under try block. If any exception was occurred, then except block will execute. Except block will take an exception. Exception. Okay, in the except block, so it is like a catch block in other languages. Except block will execute a set of statements. A set of statements. CMEN. Okay, set of statements like this. Okay, so finally we have a finally block is also there. If finally block is an optional block, when should I use? I will tell you. Statements, set of statements. You can Right. Okay, so this is the concept we need to use whenever errors will occur. That means try block. Try is a block. This block. Whenever any exception was occurred during runtime, it throws an exception to except block. So immediately the message will be displayed. There will not be no stoppage of the application. So finally block will always executes. So error occurs or error don't occurs, it will be executed. In which case we will use the finally. I will explain you. Uh, I will explain you. Meanwhile, we will see only these two things. Try and accept a block we will use, and we will overcome the previous situation. So what is the previous situation is we are getting a runtime error in the sum function. So in the button, whenever I click on the button, get sum is going to call. I return some set of statements. These statements must place under try block. Under try block, all the statements must be put under try block. Okay. So whenever exception occurred, then we must put except block. If you want any exception, it will catch that particular exception. And here we are going to display some message. Some message I will use not show info. It is not information. Show error. So error. So this is an error. I'm telling this is error. So please enter numbers only. The title of the message box is error, and the message what we are going to display is please enter numbers only. Okay, this is the message what we are going to provide to the end user. So that's it. The same content we are going to use try and catch block. Now let me run the program. I click and run the sum application. So if you enter properly, there will not be an error. So the sum directly we will get sum of two numbers 89. So if I provide anything wrong input, click on submit, we will get the error message. Please enter numbers only. Okay. So this is the exception handling concept where we are going to use. Okay. Okay. Thank you.